Hey Project Fam, welcome back to another video. So these pictures you're seeing now, this is vegetables from previous years. If you haven't noticed or read the description of my channel, I love peppers. I grow the hottest peppers you can stand. Typically Carolina Reapers are my favorite. I grow them. I do some really great things with them, but there are also things that I grow. I grow a lot of herbs and a lot of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. And what happens is, at the end of the season, we just have so much of everything that it's really hard to kind of pick everything, and some things go to waste. Well, I'm not really talking about my peppers, because with my peppers, I put them on the smoker, I smoke them down, I grind them up, then I use it as seasoning in my food. I also take my peppers and I ferment them for hot sauce. As a matter of fact, my favorite sauce last year was called Hot AF, and it was delicious. But there are other things that we just don't get around to, like picking all the tomatoes off the bush, or frankly, even picking some of the smaller peppers. It's just a lot of work. This year I have help. Not only do I have help, I have a dehydration chamber. We are going to preserve those herbs in jars for future use. Let's start by giving a quick update to the self-watering containers. If you missed the episodes where I built the self-watering containers, where I filled the self-watering containers, you got to go back and check out the videos. It's a lot of great information and somewhat entertaining. So here's the update after a few weeks in the container. Hey Project Fam, this update almost never made it. The sun is going down, and I'm going to give you an update to all of the self-watering pots. They are looking awesome. So we've been harvesting this lettuce already. This is Butter Crunch lettuce. If you haven't had Butter Crunch, it is very soft. Like, I do love this lettuce. This is our Brussels sprouts. Don't know what's going to happen here. Still growing. It looks pretty good, but really nothing happened here. First time growing Brussels sprouts, so I really don't know what to expect. So the sage, lemon thyme, the basil, and the lavender, these have all been harvested, and we actually put them in a dehydration chamber that we purchased. So that'll be interesting. I'm trying to dry out some herbs. Now normally I would actually save this for another video, but this is too special to pass up. Yes, we did dry out some herbs, and I hate when they go to waste. So what we did this time was we cut up some herbs, we wash them, we dry them,
so fragrant,
and then we put them inside the dehydration chamber and we process them. After they are dry and not burnt, we put them in a jar, give it a fancy label, and we're able to save these herbs. Oh, come on, if that's not special, I don't know what is. All right, back to the video. I'll make some teas. And over here we have our yellow peppers. Everything looks good here. This is our banana pepper. That looks very healthy, and man, that's actually very thick. Wow. And what do we have here? This is our green pepper. All right. And lastly, in this container is our red pepper. Everything looks good. We have been harvesting the romaine lettuce. Everything looks good there. And again, that's really tasty. And as you can tell over here with our collards, yeah, I normally like to pick it closer to the edge, but nice and crispy. So we actually had a couple of bags already. I think they're quart storage bags, cleaned and frozen already. What kind of beetle is that? What kind of beetle is that? Could this guy be making holes in the leaves? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. What is this? This is okra. And yeah, anytime I see yellow leaf, I just pull it so the plant can stop feeding it. But this is growing nicely. Looks good. And over here we have our cherry tomato. So all of these cherry tomatoes were planted planted from seeds. And I think if I had to look at the tomato plant that's coming along the furthest, look at that. Look at that bunch. That's a nice cluster right there. And I have to think, did I water this yesterday? I don't remember. I think I did. And the only reason I asked is I see some droopy leaves, and typically when it comes to tomatoes and droopy leaves, that's because of lack of water. Then we have kale. Alright, so this kale looks pretty good. Again, this has been harvested at least once a week, if not twice a week already. So maybe next year I can actually have more kale containers. This cabbage was harvested. Look at it. Some of these leaves I could also get rid of. I'll have to come back and clean these up, but there's no reason for me to keep this leaf. Just a nice pinch and remove. So I'll go through and clean that up. This is our assorted peppers. This is my jalapeno huge. Jalapeno. I don't know how huge they are, but it's definitely jalapeno. I'm seeing something's going on with these leaves. Like something's eating it. So I have to pay attention to that. Don't know what it is, but this is our Scotch bonnet front and back. And chocolate reaper out front. And in the rear we have our jalapeno huge. So this is looking pretty good. This is my habanero container. No real story here, but again, look at this. Could it be? It's eating my leaves. Maybe it's ants? I don't know. I have to take a look at that. Let's go over here. My chocolate reaper and my cayenne. Looks okay. A lot of blossoms over there. Oh, this guy's full. What is this? This is a habanero. Nice. And what's this guy? Another chocolate reaper. Looking full, but again, man, my leaves are getting attacked. Those holy leaves. And yeah, I know why this is getting eaten. There's a little animal. I have to figure out exactly what it is. It comes through and it has lunch over here, and I'm not upset about that. It is what it is. Mint is definitely working hard. So this chocolate mint, we've been harvesting this chocolate mint for tea. This sweet mint is doing its thing. Nothing here. And all of these things have been harvested. This is my lemon balm. Definitely doing its thing here. Wow. Tomatoes, again, very tall. So this guy has escaped. I don't think. Put it back in. Keep it with the bunch. I may want to promote some blossoms, so I'll add the right organic fertilizer to promote blossoms. But these guys are looking good. Alright. And this is for my ginger and my turmeric. Let's see what's happening in here. Anything happening in here yet? Nope. Let's hope it'll grow before it rots. One of the two. Alright, cover that back up. Let's give that a week. And this raised bed. Let's go through, make sure all the leaves look fine. I don't see anything but biting the leaves. And this is okra. Let's go. Are these ants eating this? It looks like ants are attacking this okra. See the ants right up in there? Wow. Interesting. Alright, so everything looks good in this bed. This bed I'm actually going to plant a tomato plant probably back there, and I have a cage that I'll put in. That'll be the only tomato plant back here. this guy's getting eaten. This is a collard getting eaten. Let me help it out. Let me see if there's anything on this leaf. Nothing on that leaf. And nothing on that leaf. Nothing on that leaf. Oh, something's eating it. And oh, I do see that. See that? Is that a worm? I honestly don't know what that is. I don't know. Well, hopefully I removed the problem. Alright, so these are looking good, but they're not growing like the other raised bed, the self-watering raised bed, because I have to water these, and sometimes I'm a little, I'm not the best waterer. Has to be on a schedule, and I don't have a timer. I don't have anything going, so I'm actually going to practice running some hydration to this bed. So I'll probably run a line for a, like a bug on me, a soaker hose. So I'll install a soaker hose in this bed, and I'll install a soaker hose in these beds over here, just to make sure that they get the proper hydration. But so this is lemon balm, these two over here, and this is all sweet mint. So soil looks moist. I've been watering this, but it's annoying to come out and water it, because when you water it with the hose, you basically just knocking the plants over. So a soaker hose over here, a soaker hose over here will definitely work well. So that's going to be the next project that we do for this outdoor raised bed garden. Other than that, I do appreciate everybody watching. Always new and cheap and easy ways to have your garden, and you don't need a ton of garden space, because you can tell that's really the only garden, raised bed garden that I actually have growing. And this one I just planted. Everything else, they're in self-watering containers. So if you have a patio that gets a fair amount of sunlight, that's the best place to put a self-watering container. So I'm babbling again. Thanks for watching. Until next time.